Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Just one side. Um, Due to popular demand, will not really changing much from last class combination, but we go into more description. You was all so happy, and I think okay. If you give me the permission, we'll go into more detail and more slowly building up our body parts respond to one another, how we learning to communicate them and to create this magic synchronicity and the feeling that the movement is like a steam inside you. It's reaching every part of your body and making you look wholesome, making look like your whole body is a vibrating because of the sound of the music, and you play, guiding these vibrations within you. Let's start with some exercise. We'll be going our sitting, and a little bit like a neutral position would be our point to go through every time, and we will be trying to think how building from the legs we coordinate with opening our arms, and then as we'll be going down, then we'll be coordinating straightening the leg with opening arms to the back. So we have like a cycle of sitting, collecting, growing, building up, sitting, collecting, growing, building back, and sitting, collecting, growing up, sitting, collecting, growing back. So let's start with the back, for example. So the moment when I want to bring my arm forward, I'm thinking of some resistance in my arm. So I have to activate my glute and oblique to start collecting my arms as a result of change in my rib cage and my pelvic. So this is whatever the shape behind is. So the first changes in my legs and in my pelvic. And then can I go a little deeper? Yes, so that my arms need to go slightly forward to compensate, and I'm very deep and my arms are here in front, and then as I start building again from my knee to the sitting bones, this is where I'm feeling that the energy is pressed up through my arms. And then if I'm thinking of developing, I want a little bigger arch, so I'm developing a little further forward with my pelvic, and from my chest, I can go into a bigger shape. Now it's starting from some reserve in your foot to your belly, so you can recover yourself and go sitting. And think that you have some rubber bands to drag, and you're dragging them through, and you're using the pressure on the floor to build your pelvic shape. And think like you have some rubber bands now to pull forward. And they're strong, so you're using your leg strength to sit. And let's bring our arms somewhat across, and the pressure from the heels to the sitting bone. Let's just test it for a few times. I put my camera a little lower. And this moment when you feeling some softness and isolation in your diaphragm area, but straightening of the knee is directed right into your sitting bones. So you allow the segments to develop consecutively, not simultaneously. So sitting from the heels to the sitting bone, to the pubic bone. So the pubic bone goes very close to your diaphragm. And then you actually start lifting yourself. So let's try it basically. We're exploring the moment of knee straightening without elevating ourselves. So if we're sitting, we know where our level, and I'm straightening the knee, but I don't go up until I feel that's it. I cannot bring my pubic bone closer to my sternum. Now this whole construction is rising, and then I'll go into my arching. Putting my camera back. So from the knee to pubic bone to diaphragm. Ready. Here, knee, to, and then build up to your arms. And then think that you have something to pull forward, even through your open palms. And this is something what can give you a sense of full length. So legs, as you're collecting, feel very long. So when you see it's not just crumbling, that I still have a length of my back. To then sustain it and build it all the way up to my back shape. Yes, yes. And pulling our arms forward and sitting down, pressing from the knees to the belly, and then to the waistline, and then to the chest, and then pelvic forward, elbows to the back, collecting your arms, and building again to the back space. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes? Okay, okay. Should feel pretty intense if, let's say, on the top, you're trying to balance on your toes and see if you can calculate a little extra development here and a little extra development in your back, and same forward. There is a little trick. If you just do it linear, it's a little harder. So as soon as you're choosing one of the angles, it's a little easier. But we do it in a second. Ready? One more time, please. Just do this exercise. So 4 counts to develop back, 4 counts to go through the center and develop up. Ready? Starting with the arms behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Very last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Very nice. One part is very common for all of you, and let's just find a little optimization. The moment when I go forward and I continue this closing effort, most of you not allow this effort to continue into your elbows, and you go like this. So if I'll go from the front and notice the change from the shoulder to the elbow. So this one, when I go a little bit deeper, it feels like I'm rounding my back. So the arms, when they go through the cross, I feel widening in this area. And then I can have, I know, up. But don't try to hide them, and try to relate this change if you're noticing the change in my back. Now back is changing and the elbows going into more round feel. Here. Yeah. If give me a second, I'll invite Vivian here. Please. So it's like this moment when she's right here in front and she's sitting and crossing her arms. It's like she wants to hold them together slowly, but I want to open this for her. Yes, very nice. One more time. So, and when it's happening like this, it goes because of this. Yes. Yes. So up, and then you're building up. Thank you very much. we shouldn't pursue so much the so maybe, yeah, our regular thinking. Oh, if I have a picture, if I have a photo like this, it would look ugly. This is the bad thing about photos. They picking a moment, while we as a dancers, we're presenting flow, motion. And yes, we want to do sometime a beautiful line and we enjoy this picture. But in this moment where you ultimately processing your fear, anger, passion, and exploding it all out, it's absolutely fine to look ugly and sacrifice this moment of accuracy and niceness to the truth of your passionate expression. Yeah? Good. Let's just get a little bit to the same exercise. We'll be sitting and we'll be going through circles. How I'll go like this. So one arm, and we will be building it up through the back and finding the maximum opening here with the arm somewhere between the horizontal and up. This is what we're building. So basically a long bow shape. And then as we closing, we will be crossing it all the way across our body. Yes, we'll be using the twist. Now I'm practicing the development of the forward wave and unwinding and then sitting and crossing. Building up forward movement and gradually unwind and pull it back and go into the cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as a part of exploring our confidence, our secure, safe zone and expanding it, the moment when you go into this, I want to feel that the palm and the biceps and the sternum and your eyes are up. They're looking up. They're ready to be like they're parallel to the ceiling. And then as you start closing, think of this whole plane, like suddenly I have a big kind of banner or a big flag I need to put back. So from here, when you're closing, think of staying super long and wide. And then when you're going in, don't hesitate to go deeper and to go a little bit into this twisted and compressed shape, which is ready to be unfolded, to be parallel to the ceiling. And as you're closing and sitting and you're twisting it across. Yes, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Change the hand. Let's start a little sitting and crossing. And as you press, you feel how you start unwinding your triceps and you're building up your attitude and you're building your arch. Yes, and you're ready to use your core and the ability to close here, to close it and twist. Yes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not bad. Not bad. Let's go a little bit slowly and recognize sensitivity between getting closer to the maximum of our pelvic extension and getting closer to our arm opening and arch in our port de bras, yes, under the bra strap. So it looked to me a little bit separated. So respond from this pressure to your chest, how it's feel organized in a connected system, in a system of gears which moves one exactly following another. Slowly, pelvic and twist, and feeling in your throat how it's the shape through the whole body, and through the throat, solar plexus, and deeper lower abs as you're closing. And again, so okay, let's go like this. So this area, and this area need to opening simultaneously with the same grade. Not like, okay, fully open, then all together, ready. In the groin area, solar plexus area, and throat area. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these 3 points closing. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Much better. Thank you. 1, 2, throat. Super. 5, 6, 7. Very nice. Much better. Good. Yeah, I know. Let's, because we have some focus and we have some time, a little problems there. Let's do a quick little detour to a bar class. Yeah, we'll be going with you a little Batman, and then sit on 2 heels and change and heels and heels and back and 2 heels, and working your turnout, and be comfortable placing both heels and feeling the weight change through plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. A couple more times. Plie. So now, just earlier today with one student, I was explaining that the turnout is not just you did it and then you forget about it. To work proper way so that alignment of your leg and your foot is preserved, the work in your glute have to be continuous. So at this moment when I'm going, I'm still working on my glutes to provide me the turnout. And then I'm still working when I'm sitting, and then I'm still working when I'm opening. So there are different muscles which alternating, but the way how my turnout effort is active, there is no change to it. Yeah? Let's do it this. Again, just 8 forward, 8 back. Ready. 1, heels on the floor, heels on the floor, heels on the floor, heels back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And now is a little transition to the Voronovich. We do the same, but without going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So when you're placing it, I even be okay for you to hear your heel, so that when you're placing it, you know a special work in your legs, not to compromise, but to commit your weight and feel how it's changing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Work your turnout, secure, secure, open, up, da, going back, back, yes. And when you crossing, you feel all the confidence of your standing, like 1, 2, 3, sit, yes. Good, good, very nice. Yeah, not bad. Let's try to do a little, I know, I call it, I'm just inventing it right now. So one leg is going here, and then you're repeating it like this. One, what we're practicing here. So you will walk, you'll progress forward a little bit, but I need like 2 circles. Here you will introduce a little bit the transition from being slightly back to being slightly forward, transition to be slightly behind, and then go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else it will be? Your turn out on the closing, yes, and turn out when you're closing. So basically aim your heel to your toes, yes, heel to the toes, heel to the toes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. And let's do reverse. So we start forward here. So you're bringing your toes to the standing heel, forward, cross, forward, cross, forward, cross, forward, cross, forward, cross, forward, forward, cross, forward, cross. Good, good. Little discipline here. The next thing, let's just do something with rolling. So 2 toes, front, flat, 2 balls, back flat. 2 toes, 2 balls, 1 heel, 1 toe. Both balls of the foot, 1 heel, 1 toe. Middle, forward, middle, back, middle, forward, middle, back, middle, forward, middle, back, middle, forward, middle, back. Changing the leg, so put them in a nice cross, so you know it's similar to your Voronovich movement. So ball of the foot, heel on the front, ball of the foot, heel on the back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, we're doing it just one more time with a little comments. Keep working on your turnout. Mine is not perfect at all, far from it. And when I want to present it, a nice picture, I'm working. These parts feel tired already, but I'm still doing it. Then let's focus on the force coming from underneath. So it's not just, okay, basically we call it this. Be stubborn with your weight transfer. So if I'm sitting on the back, I'm pushing my heel up against my stubborn body. And then I'm placing myself forward. And then as I go, I want to press it into my stubborn body. 1. So feel heavy and press from the floor. When you're pressing, you want to feel change in the density in your core. Yes. 1. Good. Changing to other leg, sitting on the back, pushing your heel into your stubborn body, and then pressing through the front. And then pressing from the front to the middle to the back. Work your turn out. Work your hand, press to the back and press to the front. More turn out, my dear. The front heel, much more heel. Yes. Press through it, go back. Press through it, go forward. Yes. So now if you go through this, you pretty much will be super equipped for Voronovich. Hey, This all supporting acts. Yeah. Let's get to our main act. The routine is the same. And after we repeat it, we'll talk a little more about reminding this opening and opening, turning, changing the height. Yeah, for the bottom focus. Repeating the combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Yeah, Jennifer, I know you might be a little stressed, but it's just bottom focus and the little turns. Have you learned it before?
It's okay. It's okay. I just do whatever I can.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Repeat it a few more times. So, ready, building up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. And one more time. Variety, not necessarily through the front, we can do it from the back too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Just a few details. When we go to the last one, 5 and 6. What I do on 7? I push from the back foot into opening of my hip flexor. And keeping my solar plexus very reserved. So once I'm pushing there, it gives me a shape for my spiral. Yes. And also I feel like this area getting shorter, connected. Yeah, good. It is the same conversation we had already many times. Wind up, so it's some potential. Then you need to know how it's connected to the part you really accelerate your pace. So we're getting there again, 5 and 6. And as I'm going forward, first I'm establishing sense of connection, and then I'm developing my frame. And then when it's developed, I can follow with my pelvic into it. And the trick is, the tighter my connection, the less wind up needed. If I'm a little loose, like in a room, and I can go all the way around. But here in Paso, we need to have tighter, so we can go quickly out and follow with it. One more time. Yes, we remember all the combination? Yes and no. Okay, doing it. I'm now your mirror. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 2 and, sorry, I forget what's next. 5 and 6, 7, 8. Yes, pretty much doing both sides. Ready? Looking at you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5 and 6, 7, 8. This is very good. I like to see many things already. So let's get a little bit to the bottom focus. So we landed into it. Give me a second to put it in words. So if I ask you to focus on the, I don't know, part between your sternum and your shoulder, and how if you're deciding from your torso to initiate rotation, but you're a little bit delaying the arm movement, you can see my shirt. I'm clearing up my wrinkles. Whoop. And if you think that this clearing up is absolutely needed for you to go to a better shape and a better flow in your arm. So you land it, and then see if you can feel that the rib cage and the chest go slightly before, and your arm is delaying, and then there is a certain texture of your movement. The opposite one would be, I know my line, and I go there, but there is no sense of segments and consecutive order of developing it. So if we just sit with you and we'll try to go from torso, then feel how the torso inviting my shoulder, the shoulder will then invite my elbow, and the elbow then invite my wrist, and all the previous segments are still developing. So it's just each consecutive one is joining a little bit later, like I know, like a train with many wagons. So the diesel starting first, click, 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 click. The diesel is moving, but each wagon have its moment of connection. Sitting, torso to the elbow, torso to the shoulder, shoulder to the elbow, elbow to the wrist, wrist to the knuckles, knuckles to the fingers, and then it all goes to the front space. And again, torso. Let's get into our lunge like we are originally doing. Here, 1, we landed. So the first comes my nipple, the second comes my shoulder and elbow and wrist and knuckles and fingertips, and then I go into this little spacing before I'm going to the next one. So it's really starting from awareness of this part and how I am changing slightly the angle of my pelvic next to my hip bone. Just slightly, but it's changing. And then we follow with the abs and diaphragm, and then ribs, and then here you can do the same. So first in, hold your arm in front crossed, and start. You see my belly is going in first, but the arm is still here. Arm, belly, rib, pectorals, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, and then it will go other way. And from here, through the shoulder, through the elbow, through the wrist, to the cross, and then through the torso, to the shoulder, elbow, blah, 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 all of this. And then when I bring it up, I feel the same. That first I go through my armpit. Armpit want to see a sun and want to be suntan. Then it goes through the biceps. Then it goes through my veins here, and then through my wrist, and then through my fingers. Ready, go. Lunge. Belly, chest, shoulder, elbow, wrist, knuckles, fingers, finish. Start opening from the chest and turning from your standing leg, elbow, wrist, reaching out, and now developing torso inside of the arms, changing inclination a little bit. Arms are all the way out, belly out, they turning into the neck and opening. 1, 2, crossing, wrists are still open, wrists closing last. The wrists are matching the development in your neck and back. And stepping, continue to change inclination, change your rotation, lead from the torso, and the arms open, and then closing at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. Yes, feel tired enough? Good, 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 good. Let's try this fun element. Like we used a little bit the dynamic in chachas. Let's also try slightly the dynamics here. So first, of course, you know, the contrast of slow build up, then a little finding some looseness in there. So when you snap it, your body can go a little vibrating. Then you go into slow pressing, and then you go to this moment, give yourself a lot of not hesitance, but like you stopping, like you get spooked with something. Hop, your instinct telling you, wait for a second, clear, then you go further. So it's like the back leg is still pushing, but the front saying, give me a second, there is no permission yet to go, and then you go a little deeper, and into transition. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes? So how I'm doing? From this thing, I can go a little bit faster in the placement. And then continue with the flow. Just a little cut and then flow again. Let's start taking some risks. When you do the build up, doesn't matter if you go through the side or through the front. I want you to train the security of your core so you can look all the way up and you still know your glutes, your standing feet, and you're ready to bring yourself back to the vertical. Yes. Ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6. Yes, there is always Vivian here who will look at me very like, Nikolay, didn't you miss something? I'm like, shit. Yes. Okay. Look, what I find can be just a little aberration. So when you build up, you there on 5, 6, and you think, oh, it's too long, it's fine. To bring yourself like 7, 8, 1. So like from this build up, you go up alert, and then you can have a little ripple when you're opening your legs. 7, 8, 1. Yes, ready? Doing it together. Yes, don't forget after you do Voronovich to do delay and tap. Ready. I go 5, 6, 7, 8 to give you the pace. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Okay, okay, very nice. Let's just touch one more little aspect. Beside this mobility, we also have this mobility. So can we please also articulate opening, let's say like if it will be a book. So I'm opening, I'm not doing it here in my lower rib. So this is where we need to be like in a corset. But the feeling from sternum to my shoulder actually can go like this. And I think that most of you a little hesitant in claiming my space. I am big, I'm dominating it. I don't have any problem making this statement. This is number one. So 5, 6 here. And when you're there, you feel that your arms are fully extended, ready to get up above your head for the flip. This one, the way how you're accelerating, I like very much. The way how you're landing, not so much. The cool thing is when I'm throwing myself, and I know how to deal with the landing. So be sure that turnout is part of your secure landing. Split weight is part of your secure landing. So doesn't matter how strong I am, we work with you. I'm not traveling as much as my steppers. I'm opening my one leg slightly to the back, and because of this turnout and basically legs splitting. Again, look my head next to the white thing behind me. So it's not as far. It is not really a travel because we have a different thing. If we needed a travel, there would be a different timing. I probably wouldn't do syncopation. I'll go 1, 2, and whatever. We just have a lunge which changes direction. So all of the hints suggesting don't push it to big travel. Yeah, ready. Opening from sternum to the shoulders and hitting a turnout split weight lunge. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Not bad. Okay. We talk one more time about two options. If you go through the center, when you're building up, I need the width of your back. And when I'm going through this, I want this width to be really produced, processed. If you go through the opening arms, go just a little sooner into the sense of space, not so much like you're squeezed in a Tokyo rush hour train. Opening them, yes, and feel that this now is like I use my pecs to lift heavy weight. Yes, this will be different. So then you just slightly too far back. If I put some weights, you will just fall back. So be sure that you have enough direction in your hip to carry it. And then if we have this mode, I'm nearly fully. This is when we're recovering to go to the next one. Yes, better, Debbie. Good. Ready all together. Bonnie, please go. Try. Let's all think of direction, long arms. And now let's make straight elbows. So just straighten elbows. This is one thing. When I'm thinking of feeling the length in my joints, the elbows, they just slightly like open. Think that this one is a total lock. You want at least a little air there in your joint. So when we go even through the straightest arms, I'm not going to the ultimate range of my joints, like to lock one into another. They are nearly straight, but they still have the ability to go through the waist, through the closing and opening. Ready, doing one more time. If you go through the center, open your back. If you go through the sides, open this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Very good. Marina, doing very nice. If you would just give your left arm a little delay, think that, I don't know what I can. Our coach, Natasha, at some point when she was helping us to develop our arm articulation, and she was asking us, guys, like next week, spend consciously touching different surfaces. How it feels to touch the glass, how it feels to touch the velvet, how it feels to touch the wood, how it feels to touch ice, how it feels to touch, I know, oatmeal or sugar, how it feels to hold metal or different, a carpet, a skin. So when you go through your movement, think of some of the exploration, and you of course can feel it with the, like, I know, with the arm, with the elbow, but most of the time you'll feel it with the fingertips. So when you want to make your movement look like you're speaking about something sincere and true to this, you are true to your movement. It's not just placing arm, it's go through some tactile imagery or images, some tactile awareness, or then reminding yourself, how was it when I was, I know, a fluffy teddy bear, or you have like pets, the fur of my McKenna. So, ready, one more time, please. Bonnie, you did better with the elbow softening. It was much nicer. Jean. When we go to the accelerate, to the speed ones, travel a little less and feel that your base is already there to move your frame across. So I want to feel a little more that you go here and you go just a little bit too much into traveling. So on the quick ones, slow ones, travel, please. Quick ones, a little more. Ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Best. A little bit undecisive. So you did this, and then by the time when you just quickly get out, it was in a full spread. Yeah, just plan. Is it here opening or it's here too? This is a place to accelerate. Don't open them together. Yeah, this one will take the rest is good. Vegan, very nice. I definitely see a better condition in elbows and this thing. And more logical and continuous development of the space and round curves. Doing one more time, please. Then I just give you a few more details before we finish. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Yes. So two places very similar. You get through your wing focus. If you freeze here, then it would look stressed to go quickly in opposite direction. I'm developing a little longer. And then I only syncopate, accelerating one direction, not two. 1 and 2. Yeah, you can erase slightly. You don't have to go full straight, but you're building it up. Yes. And when you're building, put your arms across. So when you're hitting, they're ready to go across. Yeah. So yes, exactly. If you want to be a little more proud, put it next to your waistline here. If you want to be a little more aggressive, you're like, whew. Basically what this gesture said, like, I'm ready to smash you, yes, to smack your face. And ready, developing. So it's a moment where you are under control, your emotions under control. And then you just give a little splash of this anger inside you, like big enough for the people around to know how strong you are, but not to show that you cannot control yourself. Ready? Building it up. Close. Next, I want your glutes to work a little harder. Like, think that if somebody will be holding me back and I have some handles to press myself forward. And I will use it to get more into trying to bring my pelvic to be parallel to the floor. Yes, of course, it's not happening, but this is my thoughts. From here, ta-ta, pressing and connecting it. Let's all try. Bend a little back, put your arms and think that you support something, and go up on your toes into the arch. Good. This is your thing. Ready? 5 and 6. Da, da. Yes. And then the last piece, when you go through this thing, I'll pick the correct side for myself. I would say, if it would be a skirt, I would pass it even more to the back. So on the tap, I'm ready to bring it forward. So the slow development goes through, let's say, a full circle, and then go quarter circle more. Because if the arm is still in front, again, same mistake. We need to do and tap. But if the arm is already on the back, you can be a little more sharp with your heel tap. And yes, exactly. Let's do it one last time till this part. Ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. I think you're doing very nice. Let me just play for your Paso music.
Connected to Nikolay right now.
Ready? Let's start on the second 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So what can I say? That the important thing that we finding more texture and more curves going through our elements. We know how we can be sophisticated in presenting anger, or presenting love, or presenting hate, that it's not just blunt, okay, angry tapping, that all of these angles, they giving us a sense of being educated dancer, being in charge of your emotions, and know how to put them in movement. With relation to the music would be even better. Thank you for your attention. I think you all did great, and we'll see you Tuesday. So Thursday, we will not be doing the class. I'm sure all of us would like to enjoy some turkey, but Tuesday, yes. And if you don't mind telling me Saturday, what's your, like, David, would you be planning to attend Saturday, or you have something?
Traveling, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Okay.
I will be there Saturday.
Okay. Jean, I saw. Bonnie, I saw. Marina, do you know? Next Saturday.
On Saturday, so no.
Okay, okay, got it. So I'll Saturday is maybe. Tuesday, yes. Thursday, no. Saturday, maybe. Wait for further announcement.
Nikolay, do you